Wuthering Waves has been out for over a year now, and there have been many opinions that have been formed throughout the year. Many people have liked the game, many people have not liked the game. There have been countless wars between the Wuthering Waves community and the Genshin Impact community, and basically everybody, because people love to do gacha wars for some reason. But I'm of the sort that, make peace, not war. So I'm gonna make this entire video not comparing Wuthering Waves with other games. I'm just going to talk about the game itself and whether it has improved in the past year. Short answer, 100% yes. It has actually made me care for the characters, for the game itself, and it honestly makes me feel happy playing the game more so than Honkai Star Rail. And that is a very big thing because Star Rail just isn't it right now, for me at least. But yeah, let's not get into the comparison parts. Talking about Wuthering Waves exclusively, 1.0 was an utter mess. Like, I did not like it at all. There was tons of performance issues. The optimization was crap. The graphics were very meh. The dialogues were were very bad to hear. The voice direction and everything, it was just not up to the mark. The story also was very lackluster, was very boring, and it was a story that did not build up anything. So the initial prologue didn't tell me anything about the world or how the world functions or who these characters are and this and that. It just threw me into something, into a plot, and expected me to to study my own material, which isn't the way you begin a game. And then you had that infamous Avengers Assemble scene when I don't even give a crap about more than half of the characters there. So overall 1.0 was a mess, and we complained, many people complained, and they improved almost immediately because 1.1 featuring Jin Shi and Chang Li was a major step up in storytelling, especially Jin Shi's story, because she is one of my favorite characters in the game right now. Even Chang Li's story quest, it is beautiful. It is very beautiful and very heartwarming and very sad also to some extent. After that, we got a filler patch with Xiangli Yao and Jichi, I think that's how you call her name. And it was basically a filler patch. I didn't really focus that much over there. We got that free Xiangli Yao, which, I mean, he's still level 1 on my account because waifus only. But yeah, overall, they did their best. They were trying to get players back. And then they dropped the banger that is Shorekeeper. And I think it was at that moment that I started to feel that, maybe this game has potential. Because the quest that they had with the Black Shores and the Shorekeeper honestly felt very comparable to many AAA titles which have, 60%, 70% ratings on Metacritic and whatever the other games site is, IGN and something like that. So it honestly felt like a AAA game. Some of the story parts, some of the story segments, there was a good balance between dialogue and combat. There was a good balance between combat and puzzles. So it all felt very clean, very neat. And they also introduced this new cutscene mode, which was I think it seemed like a movie, although I switched it off immediately. But yeah, it was unique. Moving forward, we got the Camellia patch featuring Camellia, who is also one of my favorite characters in the game right now because she's just pretty damn crazy and hot, not gonna lie. She's amazing. So they were so slowly and gradually improving, and then when Renacita dropped this year, I feel like they sealed the deal for me because Renacita has been nothing but amazing. It's been absolutely fantastic to explore the region. Contrary to popular take that maybe the exploration has been dumbed down a bit because it just tells us everything where everything is. But I personally like that because I'm not compelled to spend a lot of time exploring a landscape which has 98% exploration progress, and I need to find two chests that are somehow hidden between rocks or something that I will never find. Genshin does that sometimes. So yeah, I was kind of happy with the way that this game made progress with Renacita. The overall world of Renacita is beautiful. You have different landscapes featuring the canals, the mountains, a desolate land, rivers, waterfalls, a very spooky castle from Cantarella, and then you had the Avalolium or something, whatever that place is called. It was just nice. It was very nice. It was very good. The graphics, I mean, Unreal Engine, so it just seals the deal for graphics part. And overall, I felt that Renacita has been really good. I mean, amazing. The characters over there: Carlotta, Zani, Phoebe, Brant, Kartathia, and now in the future we're gonna get Augusta, um, Iono, what was that name? Galbrena, and then we have this Lupa, yeah, and I think there was this other character that was Chisa, I think. And overall, the designs are gorgeous. The voice acting, it features British accents primarily, so it's kind of a nice change from the from the usual American accent that you hear in every damn video game at this point. Like, I'm glad that British voice actors are getting recognition right now in video games. They are fabulous. The accent is amazing. After that, you have these stunning boss fights. You have these magnificent cutscenes, which really weave well together well with the story. The story is not bloated with dialogue. It features a good balance between dialogues and cutscenes. You have a skip button, so if you do not want to pay attention to the side quests, like I don't really care about the side quest lore and all, so I completely skip it, and you don't really miss out on anything. You also have endgame modes, the Tower of Assault, and then you have the Whimpering Waves or something like that. And I mean, it's there. The endgame is there if you really care about that. I don't really care about it, but it's there. It exists. Then you have Elusive Realm, which is honestly something that I really like, although the new iteration of it isn't really clicking with me because it takes too long to complete it, honestly. But it's still nice. I really like that mode. It's a roguelike mode where you play with certain characters and they get certain exclusive upgrades, which is obviously exclusive to that mode only. And it's just nice. It's just fun. It's a fun mode. Now, I would rate Wuthering Waves to be is having a good redemption arc right now. It's kind of like Cyberpunk, where where they had that initial 4 to 5 months of complete disaster. Everything was just not working for them, for CD Projekt Red. And then once they dropped 1.5 and then 1.6, the game started to smoothen out. The game started to become playable. The game started to become appreciable. People started appreciating it. Then when 2.0 dropped, when Phantom Liberty dropped, everything just changed. And I think Renacita, and of course the upcoming region Septimont, is going to be the Phantom Liberty of Wuthering Waves. It's going to change perceptions of general players, not of the people who are chronically online and love to make gacha wars between companies and this and that. I don't really care about that. I mean, if Genshin is doing something and Wuthering Waves is doing something and they're both similar, I would honestly feel happy. Look at Mauvika and Augusta. They look so similar, and I'm so happy because then I can get a Mauvika lookalike in Wuthering Waves. Or if you play Wuthering Waves exclusively, you can get an Augusta lookalike in Genshin Impact. So I see it that way. I feel happy for both games. I don't like to compare stuff, but yeah. So I feel this Phantom Liberty, the Renacita and Septimont, is going to be the Phantom Liberty of Wuthering Waves, where they change perceptions people have had of this game. And honestly, they're working on the optimization, they're working on the story, they're working on the graphics, the videos, the story videos that they've been releasing. They just released one for Kartathia. It was amazing. Each character gets their own songs, like Arc Knights. um Overall, I would say that this game is massively improving. Like, I think last year I gave this game a 6 on 10, 7 on 10. But if you ask me right now, like in its current state, I would definitely give it a solid 9 on 10, 8 or 9. Solid. And it is worth playing, especially if you enjoy open world games. Like, if you like playing Genshin Impact, but you've done everything over there, you can take a break from Genshin and, like, just doing your dailies and then log out and then hop on to Wuthering Waves. It's not that bad. It's not really that bad, and you do not need to compare it. Like, both games are very fun to play and are very enjoyable and are very different from each other, honestly. But yeah, I do think that Wuthering Waves has redeemed itself, and I'm looking forward to what's about to come in the future. We're also getting a Cyberpunk collab, Cyberpunk Edge Runners collab, which is epic. Like, and I'm hyped for that. We're gonna get my man David and Lucy in it, so I'm excited for that as well. And yeah, that's my take. 1 year after Wuthering Waves, I've been pure F2P in this game. I've gotten a few bunch of characters. I've gotten a few 5-star weapons as well. The the gacha currency generation is pretty generous in nature. They give a lot of pulls, and the gacha banners are also really nice. Although the 50-50 is kind of iffy because I've mostly lost it, but still, it just kind of works in the end. And you're not compelled to pull every new character, which I see as a major boon. It's like Genshin, where you're not compelled to pull the next new character, unlike Star Rail, where if you don't pull it, you're basically screwed. So overall, really appreciate and really like the way Kuro Games are taking Wuthering Waves into, and I hope they just keep on improving and going on ahead. And I wish we get healthy competition where both games just excel, and it's just fun for people who just enjoy playing video games. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to support me, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, goodbye.